Hi, it's Michelle and I'm a certified holistic nutritionist. Today I wanted to talk about why you might be getting in the way of your health goals. So let's get started. So this video is about you getting in the way of your health goals, which I think most of us think part of the reason we can't do certain things is because of our time or we don't have enough money or things like that. But really what's getting in the way is your beliefs and you. And so, I've seen this pattern happen with clients again and again, or potential clients where, part of you really wants to get healthy, but on the way to getting healthy, you really want that health. There are all these excuses or things that come into play and in the way. And of course, no one is immune to this. That happens. We all have limiting beliefs and things like that that get in our way. And it's usually when we're in pain, we somehow find a way and we trust that we can do this. And so essentially, I'm here to say, if you have a vision for yourself to be healthy, that's what you really desire. There's a part of you that really desires that. And all the excuses and things in the way are other parts of you that are not in alignment, that are sort of debating with this ultimate goal. And so there is a true truth, a bigger truth, which would be getting into your best health. And all the little deviations would be interesting to work with and see what they really need, because part of not getting to your health goals usually turns into a fear of something. And we all have fears and limiting beliefs, and we usually get them from childhood, from society, and they're sort of in our subconscious and for the most part. And sometimes we perpetuate this as we get older because of society and what the majority of people are doing. And so we feel we can't get that result because we don't see a way. So what can we do about this? Essentially, if you have a big vision, a health goal, you start and you write your goal, and then all the excuses start coming up. Every excuse, what I would want you to do, and what I would do with clients, these I would call blocks. But it's not that they're blocks and we throw them in the garbage. They're important in the sense that we can learn from them. And if we were to take these blocks into a meditation and sit with it and keep going into the layers of it, into the root cause, we could see why there's that block. So sometimes when we're trying to get in, let's say, our best health, we're afraid we might become really, let's say, I've heard this from people, they become too fit or they're in good shape, and maybe they'll get too much negative attention, and that negative attention is really their fear of they've had instances where they felt really objectified, and so there's this fear of being seen as attractive, because it put them in sort of this really sensitive and vulnerable place, and they don't want to feel objectified. They don't want to feel this discomfort. And if we were to go into layers and layers, perhaps they've experienced sexual trauma as a child. So that's just one example. So there are so many things happening. But when you go into your layers, and I'll link the how to get into your emotions, into the root cause of your emotions, as you get into the deeper layers, you start seeing that once you get to the root issue, you can look at it from a new lens, a new perspective. Maybe that was something that happened to you when you were much younger, and now as an adult, you have a bigger perspective, and you can sort of give that part of you what it needs and tell it that it will feel safe and to actually feel the emotions associated with it. And then that clears you up, and then you can move forward, and you may hit another block or another limitation, and then you just keep moving forward. But your goal is to get to this goal of health, your optimal health. And so it really is just a game of going through these things that we stick ourselves into. And this, I'm just saying this as a preface to those who have picked up diet books and different ways of eating, and they can't stick with it because getting into shape or eating healthy means something different. And so there are these blocks, and this is part of the reason that we don't get to our goals, because we are afraid of kind of letting go of the coping mechanism or the state we're in right now. So just to sum it up, if you have this big vision for your health, you want to be healthy, and you find that you're getting stuck and you have blocks or these beliefs or excuses that come up, looking at each one and going deeper will give you clarity to move forward, maybe to another block or excuse, or maybe you'll be able to just sustain it. And this is usually what gets in the way. This is resistance that gets in the way of us reaching our health goals, because there is a bigger part of us that wants to be healthy, but we have to look at these other aspects of ourselves that's kind of pulling us back to not have that. So it's super important. It's something you can work on your own. I do this with clients and I support them. And if you feel like you need support in this, reach out and we can book a 20-minute consult to see if we can work together. But I will link the video on how to get to the root cause of emotional issues, and you can start working with it and see how you feel. So I hope this video has helped you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I look forward to sharing more with you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.